and I understand just recently covered the Academy Awards. And when I say recently, I of course mean Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, here he is, Pat O'Brien. Pat!
You have lived a big life. I think of you as Pat the Cat because you've had 9 lives.
I can't even believe this is Pat O'Brien.
As you know.
How are you?
I'm so great, you can't believe it.
Well, no, you're not. But we'll get to that in a minute.
Get to it now.
No.
Why is my chair so low?
I used to get up and say, who do they want me to be? My grandmother died, though.
That I'm sorry to hear.
I am sorry to hear that.
98, died in her sleep.
Oh.
There ain't no better way to go.
Boy, no kidding.
Well, good for her.
Yeah.
But the other 4 passengers in the car were pleased about it.
You're fun. You are fun.
Did you have that mustache as a baby? It's part of the deal. You know, there's only about 2 or 3 good mustaches left in the world outside of porn stars.
Hey, I'm Don Imus with my new cell phone.
See what I mean, everybody?
But now I say, who are you, Pat? And I'll tell you, if you don't do that, then you're going to be who somebody else wants you to be, if you're following me.
You know, like I said, what goes around comes around.
Not me, by the way.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Not
You're
me.
completely exempt, right?
Yes, I am. Hello? How you doing?
Wait, you don't have the antenna up.
Here, let me put my antenna on here.
Suddenly you went from hero to zero.
I did, and I didn't even know I was a celebrity.
What do you mean?
Until I got to rehab, and there was a helicopter flying overhead.
Okay, I was going to say your ego was so big you didn't care.
Grandiosity.
Grandiosity.
I mean, before I got paid to have a big ego. I'm not saying the ego's gone, by the way, and you know that.
It's busy.
People forget I had a 10-year news career. Mm-hmm. Emmy award-winning news career.
Let's just not forget.
You know, let's not forget that part of it.
But I want to pass on what I've learned.
You're a guy who covered celebrities, but you were an equal celebrity with the people you're covering.
It's so weird being on this side of the fence.
And did he always have this voice?
No, he didn't then. He was like this.
Can I be on your show? I've got good hair and makeup people tomorrow. I'll be fine. You TV people do.
I thought it was a special moment the other night when I forgot my name. Did you see that?
No.
Yeah.
Really?
So welcome back to our studios here in New York City. My name is, and they're going in my ear. It's Pat O'Brien.
Yeah.
Pat O'Brien.
You should have some cards printed up, Pat, like I do.
That's what I should do.
When you Google me, talk about scary celebrity sites.
I lived through all of it. Don't try this at home, Pat.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the male, the talented, Mr. Court McCown.
Oh, yeah. You have no f***ing idea who I am. That's okay.
The point is that, you got to listen to your heart, and nobody ever does. I mean, it's not, your heart is what you should follow.
Hey, hi everybody, I'm Pat O'Brien. Welcome to Everything All the Time. And guess who's here? Court McCown.
Hey, buddy, how are you?
How you been? Where you been? Disappeared.
I was down in San Diego last week. Had a little corporate event with Cobra Puma.
Yeah?
And glad to say it was a good
What'd you
time.
bring me?
I brought you some shoes.
No, you didn't.
I have some shoes if you want some shoes.
What size are they?
10.5.
Where are they?
They're in my car.
Which is parked how far away?
About 4 miles away. About 4 miles away.
Welcome to the broadcast. Trevor Price is going to join us a little bit. He's got a new project, former NFL, 2 Super Bowls, a bunch of Pro Bowls, and he's got a Netflix series coming up called Kulapari, and it's about frogs who kill people something. But
did you ever see the movie Frogs? You remember that movie?
No.
Years ago, great movie.
I
called
killed the frog once.
Yeah, but frogs, very weird.
But in high school, you used to dissect them.
Yeah, I never had to do that.
There's lots to talk about today. We're going to get to Colin Kaepernick in a little bit. The headline is, and we'll talk to Trevor about it after we talk to him about his Netflix thing, because that's his thing now. I hate it when people come on and you use them, because I made a career out of this. They have a big project, and then you use them for something else.
Absolutely.
You know? I mean, I wrote a book about it. And so we're going to go the other way with him.
Yeah.
We're going to start with this project and end with Kaepernick. Gene Wilder is dead. 83 Alzheimer's. Gene Wilder was maybe one of the... you could never take your eyes, this is my opinion, but we agree somehow on everything. Someone asked me yesterday if you and I were best friends.
We hate each other.
I said, well, you kidding? I said, pretty much. But you could not take your eyes off him.
My all-time favorite movie.
Wonka, please.
No. Blazing Saddles is my all-time, hands-down favorite comedy movie in history. Mel Brooks. And
I love the part. You probably like the fart part, but I love the part where he hits the horse. He knocks the horse out.
yeah. Alex Karras, Mongo. Well, you know who wrote all of Mongo's lines was Richard Pryor. And Richard Pryor had come up with this idea, Mel Brooks, and Richard Pryor was really pushing to play the part that Cleavon Little ended up playing.
Right.
It was Sheriff.
By the way, I forgot about Cleavon Little. Man, he was great.
He was great in it. But Gene Wilder was so amazing in Blazing Saddles, my all-time favorite comedy, Harvey Korman, Mel Brooks. I mean, the list goes on and on of all the great people in it. But Gene Wilder, I mean, Stir Crazy, Willy Wonka, Young Frankenstein. I mean,
it's Frankenstein.
Frankenstein.
Yeah, Frankenstein. Willy Wonka, I think, brought out all his talents because you never knew what he was thinking, which is good acting, and he always had this mysterious. And he was evil, actually, when you think about it in that movie.
He was weird.
And pure imagination. That song. I mean, the whole thing. Anyway, another one gone. 83.
And it's weird too because he had hid his Alzheimer's disease successfully, and he did that. He was kind of out of the spotlight for a long time, and he hid it because he just didn't want people to see him, or be around him and and see that kind of deterioration. And I have a lot of respect for that, but at the same time, it's like that just goes to show you, like in this world in today's age, this disease like Alzheimer's, as sad as it is, as with Reagan and with so many great people, they just they're out of the public eye, they're gone for a long time, and it's just probably one of the saddest and most awful diseases there are out there.
Trevor Price going to join us. We'll get to Colin Kaepernick. Boys, a lot to talk about there. And U.S. Open's underway, tennis.
Yep.
And the NFL season starts September 11th.
Yes.
I wonder if Colin Kaepernick will sit for the anthem on September 11th.
I hope so.
9/11.
I hope he does.
Everybody loves the First Amendment until somebody actually uses it. Back in a minute.